Welcome to your weekend focus for September the 29th, the 30th, and October the 1st, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us this weekend. Start with the King of Cups. Now there's a strong, beautiful card. Let's see what else we have here. The Five of Pentacles appears. We have the Nine of Wands. That's a strength card, and it lays right in the middle. The Hangman. And the Four of Swords. Okay. So we have the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, and the Four of Swords here today for us. So we don't have a lot of that strong energy. I guess this is, more of a free will kind of weekend for us and where we want to put the energy. Now we start with the King of Cups. The King of Cups sits there on his throne. The waves are crashing against this rock where we sit, where he sits. So it shows about the stability that can be in the chaos. Now, he's kind of got this look on his face of, why are you in front of me? What is it you want? It's kind of like when you're going to ask Dad, okay? Because he is kind of like the stereotypical dad in the deck. And you're going to ask Dad for something, and Dad's giving you a stern look, and why do you want it? Why do you need it? What are you going to do with it? So I think this card at the very beginning is asking us to look at our dreams, our goals, our wants, our desires. And we really need to look at the practicality of that dream or that goal. Why do we want it? What are we willing to do for it? Is it important? Can we get by in a different way? Will it bring just as much happiness in if we go a different route or we tweak the plan slightly? Is our plan solid? I mean, we have the waves coming up here, thrashing against this rock. But we sit solidly on this rock, or he sits solidly on this rock, saying that there is security to be offered. In all the chaos that may be happening around you, that there is stability, there is strength. And maybe we need to reach out to a mentor, somebody we respect, a father figure, a male energy, a masculine energy that is strong, to give us sage advice, to point us in the right direction. The Five of Pentacles. Five Pentacles hanging on a tree that seemingly looks dead, but we know it's not. We know it's just in hibernation, so to speak, because it is wintertime in this deck and in this card. The spring will come. It kind of reminds me of, an apple tree or something where all the leaves are gone, it's wintertime, and yet 2 or 3 apples still hang, telling us that that tree will bring abundance again in our life. So where you feel like you can't push forward, or where you feel that you've really hit a snag, or the mountain's just too high to climb, or things just aren't going together. And we have the Hangman on the other side, so this is really a back it up. Look at what you want. Know that the abundance is going to come in its own divine time, not the way we demand it. And that's probably one of the hardest things, because sometimes when we're saying that prayer, we're giving our intentions up to God, our angels, our spirit guides. We want it now. We want it yesterday. And we may, in fact, have our prayers answered, but it may not be on our timing. So we have to be aware of that. We have to have a patience. And understanding that we need to grow more in certain areas. Or maybe we need to look at the plan. Maybe we need to look at what is missing. What will bring in strength? What will bring in... So really, the King of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting the same message. We've got the Hangman coming up as well. We have the Nine of Wands here. Now, the Nine of Wands, I love the Nine of Wands because the Nine of Wands says, you know, you have traveled so many paths. You've walked so many roads. You've taken so many steps in your life in order to get to this moment, in order to get to the now. The sun beams behind you. The light is all around you. Each one of those wands represents a lesson learned, wisdom. This is telling you that you are prepared to go the next mile. You are ready. You pick up that wand and you are ready to go forward. You're wearing red, so it's going to take some courage. And on each one of those wands, there's growth. So know that each and every day, even when you don't think that you are learning and you are growing and you are becoming more filled with wisdom, that you really are. That each step takes you closer to your goals, even though some days it doesn't feel that way. Some days you feel like you've taken 2 steps backwards, but it was so that you would attach yourself to the wisdom, to take in the knowledge. So along those other paths, the other 8 wands that are standing behind us all represent that, yeah, we had some failings, but at the end of the day, at the end of the path, we retained a wisdom, an understanding of what we don't like, what we do like, what we want, what we need, what we don't need, how to read people better, how to understand other people's intentions, how to understand our own intentions. And so you are prepared. You are ready to go forward here. And we have the hangman. And the hangman is one who is seeking the balance of things that need to come in. And we have the sun in Libra. I think we have Mercury going into Libra too. So there might need to be a lot of balance within our words. So if you are planning on talking to anybody about something, it may not come out as fluently as you thought it would if you didn't practice it first. If you didn't really think about what you're going to say and have an actual intention behind your words when you were speaking. So communication may be a little bit difficult here because a lot of these cards are asking us to question our beliefs, our wants, our values, our goals, our dreams, our desires, and really understand the harmony and the balance. Now, I was starting to say Libra, the sun is in Libra, and that's really asking us to look at the harmony that can be in our life, how to bring things together, how to bring the beauty in, how to compromise in order for it to work collectively. And then we have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is very much about gratitude. It's also very much about rest, taking care of ourselves. And she's got peacock feathers, purple peacock feathers at the bottom of her dress. I don't know how well you can see it. I hope you can see it. So the peacock feather stands for renewal. Okay, a peacock loses every single feather throughout the year. And so every year, the peacock has a whole new, what is it, plumage of feathers? Would that be the correct saying? All their feathers are new every year. Not one feather remains. So peacocks are very much about new paths, new adventures, new ways of looking at things. It also brings in good luck. It brings in beauty. It brings in happiness. It brings in joy. But those swords are laid up against the wall. We hold one in our hand. So it's a time to rest, recuperate. It's a time to lay those swords down, to take it back. So we're really being questioned here this weekend on what we truly want. Is it grounded? Is it, we have, I think, Venus and Jupiter talking. No, Venus and Neptune, I think, are talking this weekend. So that's love and passion and beauty, but with Neptune and Pisces, it could be unrealistic. So we have to ground ourselves. We have to ground our dreams. We have to ground our thoughts about how we want to go forward. And yes, we want to invite the magic in, but we don't want to be unrealistic about how much magic and how much elbow grease is needed in order to reach that goal, reach that destination, manifest that desire. So all cards are asking us this weekend to take it back a little bit. Understand the beauty of what's around you right now. Understand the strength that surrounds you right now. And how you can build on that. What were those lessons you learned? How is that going to take you forward? Let's get an affirmation card here or two. So we start out with the King of Cups, and that's really the wisdom. Asking ourselves to look inside and really use our wisdom and our understanding to know what we're capable of, what is a little far-fetched, what is grounded, why we want certain things in our life, what it will change in our life if those things do appear. Five of Pentacles is knowing that the abundance will come in its own divine time. We have to go through all the seasons. Nine of Wands explains that we do have the wisdom inside of us to go forward. We wouldn't be here at this point right now if we did not. So, and we're wearing red there. It's going to take a little bit of courage. It's going to take some courage to push ourselves out of a comfort zone, perhaps, in order to really embrace the new beginnings, the adventures that we want in our life. The Hangman, we're thinking about, we take it back and we take it back a little bit and think about what's important to us, how we can bring in balance, how we can bring in harmony. The Four of Swords is rest, recuperation. Put down those swords for a little bit. And yeah, we might need to keep one sword in our hand. There's a whole bunch of cards, so to protect ourselves, to be aware of the situations. But for the most part, it's taking it back a little bit. Rest, recuperation. The Nine of Earth. The Nine of Earth appears. Discipline, self-reliance, reliable resources, restraint and self-control, the final stone placed in the foundation. I know I can rely on myself and spirit. There are many tools at my disposal. I use my resources wisely, solidifying the foundation of my security in the material world. I am diligent and disciplined, focused on completing the work I began long ago. I stick to my program, trusting that the plan is unfolding before me exactly as Spirit has intended. So know that you can rely on yourself. We've been doing so much work over the past several weeks of knowing that we've got this. There are many tools at my disposal, so look at your environment. Understand what you can use in order to propel yourself forward. I use my resources wisely. So this is not, you know, a weekend where we just want to spend on impulse. And you might be spending money, you might be spending time, you might be spending your energy on things. Make sure it is worth it. Make sure it brings in value. I am diligent and disciplined, focused on completing the work I began long ago. So this could be a weekend where we are finishing up projects. We are putting completion, and we still have this completion tone in the readings, don't we? Completions, endings, healing. So even though we had a new moon and we are working towards a full moon, we're really looking at the completion of things, the endings, taking it off the plate, ticking it off the checklist, working diligently, disciplining ourselves. I trust that the plan is unfolding before me as exactly as the Spirit intended. So it's not necessarily our timeline, but the way it's all supposed to unfold before us. Another transformation. 13, transformation. What a beautiful card. Transformation and change. Nothing remains the same. I need to accept that life evolves through the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. And isn't that this card here? Even though it looks like the tree is dead, it's not. It will come back to life as soon as the sun starts to shine on it and the temperature is warm. The snow melts into a water to give those roots a lot of energy to start growing in the beginning. Now is a time of transformation as things are changing from one form to another. I need to allow this to happen for the highest good. I am called to let go of the old so I can welcome in the new. So once again, we have that completion, endings, healing, in order to make way for the new. And we want to let go of the things that no longer have value in our life. And it may have been your rock of salvation at one point in time in your life, and it just became a part of your life. So that's where you need to back it up. That's where you need to become the hangman and understand if it still serves a purpose in your life or if you're holding on to things that no longer bring in value, so that you can make way for the new beginnings. One more. The 9 of water. So we have 2 9s. And 9s are all about completion. The 9 of water. Dreams come true. Wishes fulfilled. Completion, enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desire. It is right to say no to what isn't right for me. Now is my time to experience wishes fulfilled, the sweet harvest that came about from seeds I planted. I drink in the aroma of successful endeavors, take pride in my hard work and achievements, savor the satisfaction of a job well done. I deserve to pause and acknowledge all I co-create, and I do it joyfully. So now's the time to pause. Now's the time to say, I made it to here. Now's the time to realize the strength, the wisdom that you already carry inside of you. We'll end that with an animal card, our higher intuition deck. See what our wise animals have to tell us about this weekend. And it's really about becoming very aware of our dreams, our goals, our desires that we are setting for ourselves, and have we made way for them? Are we carrying extra baggage around? Are they unrealistic? Do we need to tweak them ever so slightly so that it works better towards success? Take a chance with the sea star, the starfish. Freedom, chance, fear, and passion. Life itself cannot give you joy unless you really will it. Life just gives you time and space, and it's up to you to fill it. If you've chosen Sea Star, it's time for you to take a chance, a leap of faith. You've been lacking in energy and motivation. It could be out of fear, or it could be you were caught up with a bit of laziness and have beached yourself. It can be quite scary to change. Although you may feel stuck, you are never truly really stuck. You have free will to change the course of where you want to go in your life and where you want your life to go. Free yourself from the past and allow yourself to feel again. Release yourself from the past. Allow yourself to feel again. You might be stuck in a dead-end job. Look for one in a different field that feeds your passion. You may be eyeing the cute girl at the coffee shop or looking at the cute boy who changed your oil. Ask him or her out. Or you might be looking at the cute guy at the coffee shop and the cute girl who changed your oil. When you begin to take a chance on one thing, you will find it easier and easier to continue doing that in every part of your life, which will only draw you closer and closer to your ultimate success. You won't know until you take a chance. Remember that middle card, the 9 of Wands, where we have that red outfit and we are attaching ourselves to our courage to step onto a new path, knowing that we have the wisdom, knowing we have the strength, knowing we've got this, that we have walked through the fires in order to learn the lessons, in order to obtain the wisdom. And so now we have to start pushing ourselves out of the comfort zone and taking a chance on us, ourselves, on me. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.